yourself so that someone can review this process. So first we take out the foam.
Do we get a copy of that later on?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Who is this? Is it Brenda?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. And then
it helps somebody who misses out, like Western Australia.
Exactly. Is it your friend?
No, not from Western Australia.
Yeah.
I'm from Sydney.
You're from
like
Sydney.
you.
Okay. Yeah, so we're in the same hemisphere.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, same weather, I'd say.
Yeah. So next we're going to use the glue. So to turn it open, you just twist the cap. Yep. And then we're going to apply. So I've already done it for one side.
Yep.
And so I'll show you how to do the next one. So you so
we glue the one for the moss, do we?
Yes. So we are going to glue the moss on the foam. So we draw like an S shape.
Oh. I got a bit excited.
So not trying to touch the glue with your fingers. And then twirl it a couple of times to break off the residual. And then we place the moss.
How much? About whatever fits.
Yeah, not too much, because be mindful that later both sides, well, all of them, is going to be placed in between the glass panels. So you don't want it to be too thick.
Yep.
If they're too long, you can use the scissors to cut it. And because the bottom is going to be placed on the ground level, so one side can be sticking out, but keep one side that is quite clean. You can leave the top empty. And for now, later, after we inserted the flowers, if you still see any major gaps, we can come back to it. And on the side.
Oh, okay.
So you can put more on the side.
Are these scissors good when you're doing cuttings from the garden?
Yes. They are pretty good, but obviously it's not your shears.
Okay.
No.
Don't try to cut like super strong branches. It's mostly for flowers. And give it a clean wipes every time you finish using them. So
there? Oh, it's all right. I lost you for a minute. But you're back.
Yeah. So do the other side now.
Yeah.
So the other side looks like this.
Just getting white.
Yep, you can use the wet wipes to clean your fingers.
Yep.
Now, when you do the side, just be mindful that it's not going to exceed the length.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we've got one done. from previous sessions.
Ooh.
It roughly looks like this.
Pretty.
Give you an idea. Today we're going to use slightly different materials. So while we are waiting for both sides of the glue to set, we put it on the table in front of us, and then we can work on the garden now.
Okay.
Do we glue it onto the table?
Yep. No.
Like, you know.
So you can, I find it easier if I just work on the garden outside of the panels first when they're all
then we
done.
glue it later.
Exactly.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
Yeah, that's a good point. I used to do it that way, but then later I find it's a bit more troublesome.
Okay, it's good to know your experiences.
Yeah. So next, we are going to use the foam. So we have different types of foam. It looks like this.
Mine's a bit small. Oh, it looks bigger on there.
Yep, yours might be white color or slightly lime green color. So they are all foam. It's just different sizes.
What's the name of it? A foam, is it?
This one is called feather foam.
Yes.
Feather foam.
Oh, feather foam. Okay.
Yeah. So they've been preserved, and then they added color onto it.
Yeah.
And to better insert it, you can remove, like hold it firmly, and then remove bottom bit by the other fingers.
Yeah.
And then you give it a fresh cut. Well, you don't have to give it a fresh cut, but mine was quite long. So if I don't cut it, it's going to go beyond the frame. So I like to keep it a bit shorter. And then I insert it in the foam at an angle. Because we are making a flower garden created by nature. So in nature, there is no like perfect straight lines. You know, plants are growing whimsically, naturally. So when we
How long do these plants last in the glass bin?
What's that?
How long does it last for?
Oh, it lasts for a few years.
And you can replace it in a few years.
Yeah, you can add new dried or preserved flowers in. Just avoid direct sunlight or moist areas. So that's a good way, good tip to preserve your preserved flowers. So we add the foam. Add some white one as well. So we do the same. Remove the bottom bit. And when you add something to the left, you can add something to the right. And some a bit taller, some a bit lower to create an asymmetrical balance. Keep adding. The next one, you can make it slightly facing out or face towards yourself. So at this point, we are creating the structure of the entire garden. So it looks something like this.
That's true.
This one is a bit too facing forward, so I'm going to readjust the position. So you can see from the side, they are aligned with the width of the frame, so later nothing is going. How are we doing so far?
Yeah, pretty good.
Do you want to hold it a little bit up so we can see it, or is it glued to your top? Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
I think I put too much glue on the piece of foam, and so it sticks to me.
Oh.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Next, we are gonna use baby's breath. It looks like this.
Oh, I didn't realise we had that, but that's the gypsophila.
Yes.
This one.
Brenda, that's the mini baby's breath.
Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to work out which one's which.
Yep.
Oh, this. No, hold
Oh,
on.
not that one.
Wait a minute. This thing.
Which one do you use?
No, not that one either. This one.
This one? This one?
Hold on.
I've got tiny ones. I've got 2 lots.
Oh, hold on. I think I might have found it.
Oh, it's this one. Is it that one?
Danny,
Mine's
yes.
a bit with a short.
Yeah.
Not as long as the other
trying to
one.
find another one.
Oh, okay.
Danny,
Hold on. Wait a minute. There we are. I think it's right. I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I got a bit worried looking everywhere because it's hard sometimes on screen to see it.
Yeah. So when we put it in, again, try not to put it directly. We try to tilt it. And one could be a little bit taller. The other one could be a little bit shorter. So use your scissors to adjust the length that you want. And if you put something on one side, you can put the other side.
I see.
You can put it in the middle. It's entirely up to you. I just like to have 2 so that they're like talking to each other.
Yep.
Not as sharp. Don't have a very sharp point on the baby's breath.
Yeah, so it's time to use your scissors to give it a fresh cut.
Yeah, because there's very little I have. Try again. Oh, come on, get in.
Wayne, how's yours doing?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing okay. I think I missed it because of video on the internet. I'm not sure what I'm up to now.
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
Okay.
Next, we are going to use this.
Yes.
This is South Australia daisy.
Oh.
This is naturally dry.
Yeah.
And has a beautiful flower head.
Yeah.
Found it? Beautiful. Now, because the stem is quite straight and obvious, I try to blend it in with my moss so that the straight line is obvious. And you can use the flower head. Make sure that the flower head is facing yourself. And you can use the scissors, give it a fresh cut, and make it facing out as in yourself.
Where do you put it? Sorry. In front of.
Put one on each side.
Yep. Okay. I guess it's what you like, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. You are creating your own flower garden.
Yes.
So if the fern doesn't stick in, you might give it a fresh cut of the stems. Brenda?
Yep.
Sorry. It's just one of the ferns seemed to split in half.
Yep, that's better.
Pretty. You have to sort of go back a bit and look at it, don't you? Sort of like go back. Yeah.
Next, you will have some naturally dried roses head.
Yes. Well, yep.
They could be at different lengths. So make sure that they are at different lengths because you don't want to create the perfect symmetrical flower arrangement.
Yep.
So you're gonna put one shorter, maybe on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Taller one, maybe growing next to the shorter one. Like sisters.
Oh, I see. Pretty.
So the rose is, this rose is naturally dried.
Yep.
So you can see that the petals will shrink, but it keeps the color.
Do you have a pause on that?
Huh?
On the roses?
Yeah, the roses. So it's naturally.
Brenda, I think you buy them like that from a, I don't know, they're freeze dried or something, aren't they?
Yeah,
Are
they're
they-
fresh and they hang upside down.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas this one, this is preserved. So they are also made from the real roses, but then
The
they
what? Huh?
special oil to preserve them. And then they add some artificial colors in. So there's no smell or anything.
Oh.
It's just that they're using
Yeah.
different methods to preserve them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just pointing out the difference. You can see that this one, when you touch it, it feels moist, whereas that one, when you touch it, it's completely dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next, we're going to use the bunny tail. This is called bunny tail.
Oh, okay.
So you may have this color. This is preserved because of the color. You probably can't tell the color is slightly pale blue, whereas this one is naturally dry. So you can see.
Yeah, I only have one.
Yep, that's fine. And we're gonna add that one in because it's quite big. So I tend to put it on the side, but maybe not a complete straight line.
I'll just cut it a bit.
And what's the wire for?
Yep. Next, you would come to this. This is the mini baby's breath that you were showing me before.
Yeah.
We come to their time. This is called million star.
Ah.
So when you add it in, it looks like snow on the little branches.
Pretty.
Tend to add it a little bit at the back.
That one's harder to put in, isn't it?
If it's too hard, try to give it a fresh cut. If you still can't put it in, the other trick is that put a little bit of the glue at the end of the stem.
Yeah.
And then glue it to other strong stems, like the rose stems.
Oh, right. I'm using actually the end of another one to make a hole to put it in.
Ah, yeah. So
And I like glue.
insert it into the foam. You can actually use the glue.
Yeah.
To glue that onto some flowers, like a rose. It would be a good anchor point to hold it.
Yeah. Don't think mine looks as good as yours.
It's not a competition.
No,
Can I see yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
this is the front,
Yeah.
but I think it needs a bit of work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. I've just adjusted something from behind.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
So it'll get there. It'll be right.
Yeah. And Brenda, how's yours?
Uh,
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yours looks good.
And Wing?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Very cute. Nice.
This is lavender.
Yeah. Next, we're going to use the lavender.
Oh.
And yours is naturally dry, so it's pale pastel purple. Mine is preserved, so they added some vibrant green color in.
Right.
So we're gonna insert it. Just be mindful that their straight lines could be very straight, so try to insert at an angle, slight angle. Next, you will see something like this.
The daisy.
Yes, this is called paper daisy.
Yeah.
The texture feels like paper and it's very fragile. So we add it in almost last.
Yeah.
And it's quite tall. So it's good to show it. Like, look at me.
Mm. Do you put both in?
Yeah.
I've got two.
Yep. Put all of them in. If you have to, make sure they're at different height.
Yes.
Now, can you show me what else you've got left?
This faux rose.
It's real, but it's preserved.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was artificial. That's real.
Yeah, it's real. They put them in special oil and replace the water in a rose with the oil. So it feels a bit moist.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've got that. I've got this white
hydrangeas.
Hydrangeas, yep. And some blue.
Yep, blue color one.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, nice. So now comes to the rose. We're gonna wire it because it doesn't have a stem for us to put it in.
Yep.
So in the pack, you also have
a wire.
Yep.
It's like straighten it.
Right.
Yours probably don't need to cut it because mine is just a bit too long. If yours is too long, please cut it to like 20 centimeters.
20 is 8 inches. Okay.
Oh, centimeters.
Yeah, I know. I work in both.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was in school, it was changing from imperial to metric. So I think in both. So what, about 8 centimeters? 20 centimeters.
Yeah.
So if it's too long, do these cut?
You can use that to cut. Or do you have another strong scissors?
Well, I'll give it a go. Yep. I did have another pair of scissors.
Yep. And then the tape, that's also in your pack. We are gonna extend it carefully.
Yes, it's florist tape, is it?
Yes.
Oh, is that what it is?
So by extending it, we actually make it sticky. We activate it. You can't touch it. You can't feel the stickiness yet, but later, once we apply it, you will feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will hold the rose like this, upside down. And then it's about 0.5 centimeters from the bottom. We poke the wire in. So it feels like this.
Oh, sideways through the
Sideways, yes.
through the bottom of the rose.
Through the rows. It's about half
Yeah,
centimeters from
not-
the bottom.
I've got this sort of bit on the end.
Yeah, that's okay. Just
Where do I poke it through the petals?
yes, through the
Ah,
pad, through the
okay.
actual the body of the rose.
Yep. Oh, I see. Yep. Hmm.
And then we are gonna flip the rose, bend both of the wire down, be a bit gentle.
Can't seem to get it through.
If
What's
you
the best way of getting the tape started?
You do the tape afterwards, I think.
yes,
Okay.
afterwards.
Sorry.
If you can't get the wire in, it could be
No.
because of the wire it wasn't straight
Yeah.
and it wasn't sharp enough. So give it a fresh cut. Make sure that it was straight.
Yeah.
You don't need a lot of wire, like about this much is more than enough.
Doesn't.
Do you dry the flowers yourself, Nikki?
Yeah.
You dry the flowers yourself?
Some of them, yes. Some of the naturally dried one, yes, but not the preserved one.
Oh, okay.
So do we take the do we have an even amount of wire on each side? Is that
Yeah,
right?
so it doesn't matter. The short answer is
Right, okay.
we are gonna combine these two legs,
Yes.
straighten it,
Yep.
and
So
we are gonna cut it back here.
So we twist them, do we? Is that what
Yeah,
we're doing?
you carefully twist them.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to twist them, but it's
easier. Yeah.
Tape it. So we're twisting it. And so on the side way, the rose looks like this. It's like giving a little bit knot.
Yeah.
The reason we use the wire is because first, it doesn't have a strong stand for us to put it in. The second reason is that we can actually alter the angle of the rose.
Right.
Up next, this part is a little bit tricky, so I would like you to pay more attention to this part. We've got the stretched floral tape. One finger, one hand.
Yep. Yep.
One hand holding the rose. And we place the tape around the bottom of the rose as close as possible. And our finger trying to like squeeze it.
Yeah.
Does the tape need peeling or not really?
What's that?
The tape, is it a peel tape? Do I have to peel it back, the tape?
No. It's going to wrap it. Once you stretch it and wrap it tight like this, it's going to hold everything together. Wrap it.
So to begin with, we don't stretch it, I take it.
You need to stretch it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Around the top part, I mean, under here.
Yeah. Like this.
And whereabouts are you based in Sydney?
Where am I based in Sydney?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in near Liverpool.
Near Liverpool. What, train station? If you have a physical class?
No, I don't have a shop.
Oh, okay.
I have classes in Rosebery.
And where's that?
Rosebery is near Centennial Park.
Is that public transport there?
There's buses there.
Okay.
Yeah, The nearest train station is Green Square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So at the top here, you will see the wire, and we can use the residual of the tape to come back there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just wrap around it to hide the wire.
Made a mess.
It is a little bit finicky.
Fiddly.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a bit of arthritis in my fingers, so yeah, I can't do this very well.
That's okay.
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna be
can just
amount.
I'll just hide it somewhere.
Yeah, so you don't have to tape it if you can't.
It's a bit too tricky for me.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. So you can twist the two wires together to make the stem of the rose.
Oh, I've got it. Oh, hang on. I'm doing something that's working.
Yeah, that's it.
If it falls off, I'll just hide it in the back. Yeah.
So when you are
I think I've got it.
Yeah. So just apply a little bit of force when you're when you're wrapping it.
Yes. Squeeze it, sort of.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now we will then insert the rose into the foam. And with the head facing towards yourself.
Pretty.
Now give it a fresh cut and then insert it into the foam.
Yeah.
Now we've got the hydrangeas left. You can then see any gaps at the front. You can insert the hydrangeas by putting a little bit of the glue at the end of the stem. Because of the hydrangea stems are quite soft, you might be able to directly insert it, or if you can't, put a bit of glue. And you can have some a little bit higher up, some even cut a bit of petals on the foam itself. So what
are the messages that we write are washable and you can change it over and over again?
Yes, yes. Yeah. So another trick is that for the white hydrangeas or even the blue one, you can apply a little bit of the glue on the center because it's so light. You don't need the heaps of the glue. And then you can directly place it.
Yeah.
And you can make a few of that. Or you can put a whole group together. And then it becomes a bush. Small bush of hydrangeas closer to the ground. So it's actually helping connecting the flowers or the taller trees with the grounds by connecting by using hydrangeas bushes. Now we can put it aside. Once you've done that and use up all of your flowers, then you can see with the glass panels at the front, it's gonna look great if you start writing something at towards the top section there. Because if you write it too far down, it's not going to be too obvious.
Yeah.
So it's better if you write it sort of like closer to the top in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just to give you a bit of inspiration, you can draw
Pretty.
some hot air balloons, or you can write in Japanese, Italian, English.
Yep.
You can even write Happy Easter. I've also got some inspiration quotes or photos that I can share.